Star Wars Episode 9 will have a return of 3 legacy characters, that of course being Leia, Lando Calrissian, and Luke Skywalker, as well as 8 new characters in this movie. This is Mike Zero here. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, as you all know, one of the biggest questions for Star Wars as a whole when it comes to this movie is, of course, exactly what will J.J. Abrams do for the character of Kylo Ren. A lot of people are wondering exactly where Kylo Ren's place will be in the overall plot of this movie, and exactly what he will be dealing with internally. We do know that he's a very conflicted character in both the 2 past films, in The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi, and going into Episode 9 now, knowing that J.J. Abrams will be evolving the character significantly, we can see that he will be taking the character in multiple different directions. So, looking at everything here for this film, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about it when it comes to some of the set designs, the set leaks, the concept art and storyboard descriptions, etc. One of which specifically has all to do with the characters of Han Solo and Kylo Ren. Specifically, a description of Kylo Ren inside of what appears to be the cockpit of the Millennium Falcon. His mask is off and his scar is gone. He is sitting in the pilot's seat. He turns around and sees Han Solo standing in the entrance/exit of the Falcon cockpit area. However, Han's face is in the shadows. This sequence appears to be at night with a bit of moonlight shining on Han Solo. Another goes over Kylo Ren standing in front of Han Solo. Still, the face is vague in appearance. However, Han begins to vanish as a boy says, "Father," in the background. Han walks away and disappears. Very interesting stuff for sure, and a very heartwarming moment for not only Kylo Ren, but for a moment in which we do see the Millennium Falcon once again. Now, looking at everything here, what do I actually think of this? Well, I think that this is a vision for Kylo Ren. I think that this is not necessarily like a vision like what Rey went through in The Force Awakens, but showing us a visual way of what is going through Kylo Ren's mind as he goes into the Millennium Falcon once more. Now, originally they were going to do this or something like this in The Force Awakens that ended up being a deleted scene. And in that deleted scene, he had his helmet on. It seems as though that J.J. Abrams wants to revisit this idea that was ultimately scrapped from The Force Awakens and put this into Episode 9, in which Kylo Ren reminisces with the past and remembers his father Han Solo, and hears his voice as a younger boy yelling, "Father," and Han Solo leaves the cockpit of the Falcon and goes through the exit and goes to the boy, which is of course a younger Ben Solo. So, not only would this be great as just getting a little glimpse of Ben Solo's childhood and his relationship with his father Han Solo, but it would also show us exactly what's going on in Kylo Ren's mind. Now, we do know that Snoke saw all the struggles within Kylo Ren, how it split his spirit to the bone after he killed his own father in the Force Awakens timeline. So the whole thing is this: we do know that Star Wars is all driven by family, right? And that's the special thing about Star Wars as a franchise. The big drive for it is all about family. If you look at, you know, the prequel trilogy, you have the whole entire concept of the father of Luke Skywalker, Anakin Skywalker, and his turn to Darth Vader, and how Padme Amidala gave birth to the Skywalker twins. Again, you have that beautiful family element in there. And then going into the original trilogy, you have the father and the son and the brother and the sister concepts. And now going into Episode 9 and everything else like Episode 8 and Episode 7, you have the concept of father and son once again between both Ben Solo and Han Solo, uncle and nephew, between both Luke and Kylo, and other elements as well, such as Rey and her parents and her family, and the mystery behind all of that. So I like the concept of them kind of bringing Han Solo back into the equation for the Episode 9 storyline. Now, why would his face be obscured and in the shadows? Well, this tells me that Harrison Ford won't be playing the character of Han. We do know that he is all done, he is no longer signed on for any Star Wars movies, so it could be that they are trying to find a way to bring Han back into the picture without requiring, you know, Harrison Ford on the set. And honestly, if they do this, if this does make it to the final cut of the movie and gets past the storyboard stage, I'm not quite sure how I would feel about this. I feel like that if you're going to bring Han Solo back into the overall plot of this movie, you gotta bring Harrison Ford back in. You just have to. Now, sure, we do know that Ford wants nothing to do with Star Wars right now. He just wanted to be pretty much done with it in Episode 7. He wanted his character killed off for so very long, for decades. In fact, I don't know if you guys knew, but he wanted his character, I think it was in Return of the Jedi, to die. And, well, his wish never came true in that story, but he got his wish in The Force Awakens. So, looking at the relationship between both Kylo and Han, there is a big mystery there, and I really feel that it should be heavily explored, at least on film or in a book. Now, there's a big rumor about a Ben Solo novelization, or a novel, I should say, coming out in the near future, which would explore the childhood of Ben Solo. And hopefully we do get to see this. But anyways, guys, I would love to hear your input below in the comments section. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.